Hi, hello. I'm Dr.K.Poongothai. Now we are going to discuss about the course Managerial Economics in the topic of Introduction to the Managerial Economics. Now we are going to discuss about it. Introduction of Managerial Economics. Managerial economics is a branch of economics that applies the economic theory and quantity techniques to solve the managerial problems and aided decision over here, and it acts as a bridge between the abstract of economic concept and the practical business strategy, equipping the manager with tools to make an informed decision under the conditions of uncertainty and resource clarity. So here the managerial economics is a branch of economics, and it is an integration of both managerial and economics. Here economics means it comes under the financial position of it and planning for it. The management is most important thing to take a decision over here. So it is an integration of both application of science and decision making over here. So that is managerial economics, and here we are having a key concept of managerial economics. The key concept of managerial economics is that applied oriented. It focuses on economics theories and the methodologies to solve the real world business problems. The next thing is decision making tool. It is one of the most important decision making tool managers in making an informed decision regarding the resource allocation, promotion planning, pricing strategies and others. The next is an integration of discipline. Here the integration of discipline means combination of economics with the management concept, quantity techniques and business analytics. It comes under the integration of discipline. The next is focus of optimization. Here the focus of optimization means to make a best possible outcome by balancing the cost and benefit and maximization of profit or minimization of loss over here. So that is known as the focus on optimization. Here we are having a most important different keys of managerial economics that we have discussed. So what are they? We are once again overview it. The first one is applied oriented, the second one is decision making tool, and the third one is integration discipline, and the fourth one is focus on optimization. So these are all the things comes under the features of managerial economics. Here we are having the scope of managerial economics. The most important scope of managerial economics is to demand analysis and forecasting. You all know that the forecasting means planning in advance. So that is a forecasting. Understanding the consumer production or a consumer behavior and predicting the future demand for a product and services. The next one is cost and production analysis. It examines the production process and cost structure to determine the optimal output level. That is cost and production analysis. The next one is pricing strategy. Here helping in setting a price based on the market condition, competitions and production level, production cost. That is pricing strategies. Next one is profit management. Here each and everyone aims in the profit. So how we have to focus on a profit, in what strategies we have to make a maximum of profit, and how the maintaining the operational efficiency over here. So everything comes under this profit management. The next one is capital budgeting. Here the capital budgeting assisting in evaluating the investment opportunities and making a long-term financial decision over here. So that is capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is an important thing to run a business for a long term. So that is capital budgeting. The next one is risk analysis. Risk analysis identify and migrates the risk using the statistical and economic tools over here. So most important thing of this is the identifying it. The risk analysis is one of the most important thing. These are all the scope of an managerial economics. Now we are going to see about the nature of managerial economics. Here the nature of managerial economics comes under the different ways. That is, managerial economics nature refers the fundamental characteristics and scope has a discipline economics have debated whether the economic is a science or an art. whether it is a normality or positive, and whether it deals with a micro or a macro. These are all the aspects as known as a nature. The first one we are going from this diagram itself, you know that the nature of managerial economics. The first thing we are going to see about whether it is an art and science. It is an art and science. Economics has a science. It is a systematic study. So, economic uses systematic methods to analyze the human behavior and resource allocation. The next thing is empirical evidence. Here, the empirical evidence reveals on the data collection and analysis to test the theories and predicting the outcomes. So, that is an empirical evidence. The next one is laws and models. Establish economic laws, that is law of demand and the model of explaining the phenomenon. The next one is no extra science. Here, unlike natural science, economic cannot be always predict previous outcome due to human unpredictability. The next one is economic has a art. Here, the art comes under the practical orientation. So, the practical application, economic provides the tools and techniques to solve the practical problems like inflation, unemployability and poverty. Here the prediction nature. The prediction nature offer the solutions, policies, recommendations for achieving an economic goal. The next one is skill oriented. Here the skill oriented requires judgment and creativity to design and implement the policy effectively. The next is positive and normality economics. Here the positive economic deals with what is by explaining the predicting economic phenomenon with the value. So everything the positive means here we are know about the positive things and give the positive judgment with the increasing the tax and reducing the disposal of income. The next one is normality. It deals with that incorporating the ethical values and policy suggested. Example that the tax should be reduced in increasing and decreasing the disposal of income. So that is a positive or negative. The next thing is micro or macro. Here the micro is an studies of units like household, firms and markets focuses on pricing over here. Consumer behavior, production, these are all the comes under micro. Here next one is a macro. In this micro studies individual economics, unlike household, firms and market focus on pricing the consumer behavior production. It comes under micro. And the macroeconomic means examining the economic as a whole, focus on normal thing whole of a national income, inflation, unemployability, monetary funds, etc. The next one is economics has a social science. Here the social science means human behavior, societal impact and interdisciplinary nature, everything comes under here. So the human behavior, economic studies human decision regarding this use of scarce resources. The societal impact, analyzing how the individual and societies recognize or organize resources to satisfy the needs and wants of an economic. The next thing is that interdisciplinary nature. Here the interdisciplinary nature means integrating insights from the sociological, psychological and political science over here. So that comes under the social science. The next one is that social economics as a study of the economic has a study of clarity and choices. The scarcity means resources are unlimited while human wants are unlimited and making a choice over it. So that is scarcity. Optimization. Economics seeks to maximize the satisfaction or outcome with the available resources. The next thing is economics and possible making. So policy making is one of the most important thing. Economic provides a framework or a drafting policies to address issues like poverty, inequal and economic sustainability. The next thing is that dynamic in nature. The dynamic in nature, it involves the economics with changing technology, societal values and global condition. For instance of modern economics incorporate the environmental sustainability and digital economic concept over here. So that is a dynamic in nature. At last, the nature of economics shows that it is both the theoretical and applied discipline, balancing scientific analysis with practical problem solving to address the complex economics and social challenges. So this is a at last, we are concluding with that the nature of science. Already, we have seen about in the above slide what is economics and what are the nature of economics and key points of economics. So now that now we have concluded with that the nature of economics shows that the both it is a theoretical and applied discipline, balancing the scientific analysis with practical problem solving to address the complex economics and social challenges over here. So this is a economics introduction of an economics. Thank you for everyone.